for a license to be validated, you must have not been employed in the prior fiscal year. So that way we're ensuring that this is not just a way to kind of get 8 years to do your CEUs. It's a specific tool used to bring somebody who's stepped away from the profession back into the profession. It's not just to extend the renewal period. And so that's this clarification. This is just to let you know that the CEU section used to show what the requirements were for 2016, 2018, and 2019. 2016 and 2018 and 19 are no longer valid. Those requirements are no longer valid. So we've just updated the matrix with just the current requirements for CEUs for educators and eliminated those historical matrices. I'm sorry. And then finally, North Carolina retired employees. So North Carolina, we have eliminated the North Carolina retirement license. And this was a license that was issued to folks that gave them, they got a certain amount of credit to renew the license for working in schools, and they completed 4 CEUs. But with the advent of the lifetime license, we're eliminating the retirement license in lieu of the lifetime license. And so the CPL does remain in effect for a retiree for 5 years after they retire, regardless of when their existing expiration date was. So if I retire on June 30th, 2024, and my license was set to expire June 30th, 2024, then my license would be good until June 30th, 2029, without any action on the employee's part. It's just automatically effective for 5 years after the point of retirement. If during that time, however, the employee wishes to renew that license, there are 2 options. They renew it according to the rules as established for any other renewer, that is 8 CEUs in the defined areas, or they can apply for a lifetime license if they qualify. If they apply for the lifetime license, then they have no CEU requirements. The license is in effect until exactly how it's expressed for the remainder of their lifetime. And so that's just clarifying that the retirement license that we used to have is being phased out in favor of this lifetime license. And I'm happy to take any questions.
Any questions?
Just quickly, if I can, Joe, the lifetime license is just, you just apply for it.
So there are requirements in the legislation and in statute. So in order to hold a lifetime license, you have to have 30 years as a licensed educator in North Carolina public schools. That's one way. And we will work with charter schools, and if it's a North Carolina public school, we'll find that employment and those 30 years. Or you can currently hold a license and have 30 years of service in TESRS, which is the Teacher and State Employee Retirement System. And so in that case, you would go in, the employee would go into TESRS, download their verification of creditable service, submit that to licensure. If they have an active license and those 30 years, then they qualify for a license.
Other questions? Comments? Yes, Ms. Camden.
So does that mean if a teacher comes from another state and only teaches for 10 years in North Carolina,
They cannot get a lifetime license in North Carolina. They have to teach for 30 years. They have to hold a current license, and they have to teach in North Carolina public schools for 30 years, and or hold a current active license and have 30 years in TESRS.
I find that I was understanding that.
Yeah, so yes. So our out-of-state teachers that come, if they want to keep their license, they follow the regular renewal credits that are established by the State Board of Education.
Any other questions or comments? Good work, very necessary work. I'm sure that you worked with the field on bringing about these revisions and clarification points. Thank you very much. So that concludes.
Thank you, Dr. Oxendine. We'll now break for lunch and we'll return at 1 p.m.
Tom, would you